We're learning why lawyers for former President Trump are considering asking a judge to appoint an independent reviewer to evaluate documents seized from his Florida home. Plus, a closer look at a new clean energy project by Alliant Energy and how it's going to help thousands of Wisconsin families. This is News 3 Now at noon. Good afternoon, I'm Mark Kane. Police are investigating after a man was shot on Madison's west side. Officers sent to the 2200 block of Allied Drive around 9:15 last night. They found a 36-year-old man with a gunshot wound. He was taken to the hospital and is expected to be okay. Police say the victim and the suspect allegedly knew each other. Anyone with information asked to call Crime Stoppers. The number is on your screen. This week could be a test for former President Donald Trump's legal team and for the Department of Justice investigation of his handling of presidential records. Lawyers for the former president plan to ask a judge to appoint a neutral party to review and possibly return evidence collected during the FBI search. Today, a Florida judge further explained his position, ordering the Justice Department to submit to him a redacted version of the search affidavit by Thursday, writing, particularly given the intense public and historical interest in an unprecedented search of a former president's residence, the government has not yet shown that these administrative concerns are sufficient to justify sealing. The judge will then consider whether to release that redacted version.
What's important about this affidavit is it will give us the information to understand how did the FBI justify raiding Mar-a-Lago and spending 9 hours in the president's house.
Meanwhile, it appears the former president is looking ahead, teasing a 2024 run on his social media site. Dr. Anthony Fauci says he'll be leaving the federal government in December to pursue the next chapter of his career. Fauci currently serves as President Biden's chief medical advisor and is the director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases. He first joined the institute under President Reagan. Let's head to the Weather Center now. Julian Seawright has a look at your certified most accurate forecast. What a great August day.
Man, you gotta love how we have such a picture-perfect start to our Monday afternoon. Kicking things off for us as we take a look outside of our sky cam. Just a couple of cirrus and cumulus clouds, but overall, pretty blue skies. We're starting things off for us. Taking a look at what we're seeing currently around Madison as of right now. Our conditions at 78 degrees for us. Still rather mild, but very comfortable as dew points around 55 degrees in Madison. Now, taking a look at temperatures around southern Wisconsin, 79 degrees in Janesville with 76 in Platteville, but we can all see it's pretty uniform as many of us are still into the 70s in areas just to the north and northeast from the Dells to Juneau, around 73 degrees for us. Taking a look around Dane County in itself, just near Waunakee and Sun Prairie into the 76 degree range. And overall, again, we're just looking at lots of comfortable conditions for us as we're still not seeing a whole lot in terms of moisture in our air, as dew points are still around the middle to upper 50s and a couple areas into the lower 60s between Prairie du Chien and Lone Rock. Dry conditions are expected throughout the rest of today and especially heading into tonight. So planning out the rest of your evening, just note it's going to be a still pretty gorgeous one, especially by the time we hit into our 6 p.m. commute. But outside of that, after dinner time, the night's going to be nice and calm and we are going to see a couple of clouds build. But later in the week, we could start to see a bit of some change up. We'll talk about that in just a couple moments, Mark.
All right, Julian, we'll check back. Thank you. Heavy rain and flash flooding is threatening millions of people in the West. This is the scene on a Dallas interstate where some people needed to be rescued as the water level rose to and past their windows. In Utah's Zion National Park, crews are working to find a 29-year-old woman who hasn't been seen since flooding started on Friday.
The family has been in the park, and we're working to support them as they go through all this with all of us. There are more than 20 people working on this search and rescue operation, and they're working all along the length of Zion Canyon.
All of that rain won't be enough to solve the severe drought conditions that are affecting nearly half the country. Water shortages are so severe right now that federal officials are mandating usage cuts in New Mexico, Arizona, and Nevada. A massive lawsuit has been announced on behalf of those affected by the Robb Elementary School shootings in Uvalde, Texas that happened in May. The $27 billion suit, which is being filed on behalf of the victims, survivors, and their families, alleges multiple law enforcement agencies violated the victims' 14th Amendment rights. The suit also blames gun manufacturer Daniel Defense and Oasis Outback, where the gunman bought the weapon. California's civil rights attorney Charles Bonner expects to file the suit in September when the Department of Defense will have finished its investigation into the events that took place that day. The Biden administration is expected to make a decision on repaying school loans soon. Education Secretary Miguel Cardona told NBC's Meet the Press it could come within the next week or so. The White House has already extended the pandemic-related pause 4 times. The last time was in April, but the frozen payments are set to end August 31st. While some advocates say up to $50,000 should be forgiven, the administration is suggesting a smaller break. Alliant Energy hosted a ribbon-cutting ceremony today marking the construction completion of the Bear Creek Solar Project in Richland County. Once operational, the 50-megawatt project will generate enough clean, low-cost energy to power around 12,000 Wisconsin homes. It'll also provide annual lease payments to landowners for decades to come. The project marks an important milestone for Alliant, whose goal is to build more than 1,000 megawatts of solar power in Wisconsin by next year. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon, including the Ford Motor Company appealing a recent verdict against them and a surprise #1 at the box office.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon.
Attention homeowners, we started with 50. Now we're looking for 30 homeowners who need new windows. We want to take your old windows out and install new Eco Sky windows, featuring Sky Mirror technology to give your home an energy upgrade. Call Mad City Windows, Wisconsin's #1 remodeler and trusted local source for the new Eco Sky windows. Act now to be one of 30 homeowners who receive special savings with free installation on a house full of new windows. 18 months, no interest, no payments. Senior and military discounts will take before and after pictures and compensate you for your time. Call during this program and receive a free $50 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call now with zip code and location to qualify. 608-338-1616. That's 608-338-1616.
I'm a mom of 4 kids. We have 1 in high school, a toddler, and our latest addition, 7-month-old twins. I can appreciate the impacts of inflation. DC liberals just keep spending. All that money isn't free, and families are paying the price. Senator Ron Johnson is fighting to help Wisconsin families. He voted against reckless spending that caused inflation and to cut waste in Washington. Tell Senator Ron Johnson to keep fighting to stop the spending and hold DC liberals accountable.
Fjords has been crafting beautifully designed functional furniture since 1941. Every aspect of Fjords furniture has been carefully engineered to create a higher level of relaxation. Right now at the Century House, purchase any Fjords furniture and receive up to 20% off. All models, all sizes, all colors. Experience the unmatched relaxation you can only achieve in Fjords furniture. Relaxation made beautiful. Visit the Century House at 3420 University Avenue in Madison or online at centuryhouseinc.com.
Announcing another Best of Madison 2022 award, and the winner is Dave Jones. Best Heating and Cooling, Best Plumber, Best Electrician for 2 years in a row. See all the 2022 Best of Madison winners in the August issue of Madison Magazine.
It's dangerous up here, and it's no fun shopping around for a reputable contractor. I've built my company on the promise to treat our customers like we would our own family. That means an honest, no-pressure sales experience, expert craftsmanship, and a lifetime guarantee of our work. We know Gutter Shutter is the best system for you and your home, and we'd love to show you how it can keep you safe and off that ladder forever. So call us or visit us online to set up your free estimate, and we can show you what Gutter Shutter and the Larson Home Experience is all about.
Ford Motor Company says it plans to appeal a $1.7 billion verdict returned against it by a jury outside Atlanta last week. The suit centers on a pickup rollover accident in 2014 that killed a couple in their 2002 Ford F-250 truck. Their children sued, insisting the vehicle has a weak roof. In a statement, Ford says it does not believe the verdict is supported by the evidence. Wendy's says it's pulling lettuce from sandwiches in restaurants in Michigan, Ohio, and Pennsylvania after people eating them there reported becoming ill. The CDC said it's working to determine whether romaine lettuce is the source of an E. coli outbreak that sickened at least 37 people and sent 10 to the hospital. Wendy's says lettuce used in its salads is different and not affected by its decision to pull the lettuce from sandwiches. The company said it's cooperating with the CDC. A surprise winner at the weekend box office, Dragon Ball Superhero took the top spot in its first weekend in theaters with more than $20 million in ticket sales. The movie was released on 3,900 North American screens. That's the widest ever opening for an anime film. Among those screens, IMAX, which says the movie was its highest grossing opening weekend for an anime title ever. That's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Wendy Gillette.
Let's check Wall Street at the noon hour. The Dow Industrial's down 510 points. The NASDAQ off 260. The S&P 500 down 70. Apparently the summer rally's on pause. Our call for action volunteers are in the building taking your consumer complaints and taking action on your behalf. You're taking a live look at the call for action studio. Volunteers are here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You can call for action right now, 608-270-2833, or submit a claim anytime at channel3000.com/call-for-action. Well, Pam has today's egg prices next, plus we'll check back with Julian for the latest forecast. And then tonight on Live at 4, fears of a recession are not decreasing. What experts say, experts say it could happen.
It's Make My Mondays at Hy-Vee. This Monday, Jimmy Dean bacon, only $2.99. And Bolthouse Farms baby cut carrots, only 99 cents. While supplies last. Monday only. And visit HyVeeDeals.com for even more deals.
You know, higher temperatures lead to higher power bills. So this summer, call Mad City for our exclusive Eco Sky windows with a higher energy rating than other windows on the market. Plus, Sky Mirror technology and layers of low E work to block out harmful UV rays.
Insulating and keeping the home, cooler in the summer and warmer in the winter. Just looking nice.
Now listen to this, 30 homeowners who need new windows will save with free installation on a house full of new windows. 18 months, no interest, no payments. We're going to compensate you for your time. And if you call right now, you get a $50 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate from Mad City Windows. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call now with zip code and location to qualify, 608-338-1616. That's 608-338-1616.
Made in America is more than just a slogan. It's smart policy. When we manufacture things here, our shelves are stocked, and it creates jobs you can raise a family on. Like my parents had. My mom was a teacher, and my dad worked third shift. I'm tired of the excuses from millionaires running the Senate. I'll bring manufacturing back here, so folks like you who actually earn your paychecks finally get a fair shot. I'm Mandela Barnes, and I approve this message.
It's Make My Mondays at Hy-Vee. This Monday, Hy-Vee pasta, only 77 cents. And extra laundry detergent, only 99 cents. While supplies last. Monday only. And visit HyVeeDeals.com for even more deals.
Tuesday morning, we're talking about cardio for a cause.
How a local personal trainer is raising awareness for a disease in honor of his sister.
Plus, we're gearing up for this next chance to rain and when it impacts you in southern Wisconsin. That's tomorrow morning from 4:30 to 7.
It's go time, people. We all have a story to tell. So let's come together, laugh out loud, to share some hope and joy, all on my new show.
Weekdays on WISC-TV starting September 12th. The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Well, Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report is out of the radio barn today, so here are your farm numbers. check back with Julian for your complete forecast.
And a gorgeous start to our Monday afternoon. A couple of clouds are starting to linger in our low levels, but overall, things are rather comfortable and are going to stay that way throughout the rest of our Monday. 78 degrees as of right now, but by the time we get into the rest of our afternoon, heading into the evening, well, folks, planning it out, it's going to still feel pretty nice for us, especially for around this time of year. Into those upper 70s and still holding on to just a nice breeze coming in from the north. Now, taking a look at tonight's 58 degrees, it's still going to be pretty clear. However, we're going to start to see some fog to be possible for us. We have this high pressure system which is set up just over Iowa and southern Minnesota, which is going to be keeping things in the upper Midwest rather dry. But what we're going to be watching for is the developments of this low cold front and this low pressure system that will start to push its way over the next couple of days and to start to shake things up for us. But as of right now, we are on the dry side here in the upper Midwest and especially for southern Wisconsin. Now going in throughout the rest of this evening, as we go into around the 5 p.m. commutes, still plenty of open sky, but temperatures into the upper 70s. By the time we get into tonight, a couple of clouds will start to develop, and overnight could start to see some areas developing some fog as well, especially around Dane County and areas to the southwest near the River Valley as well. But as we wake up for our Tuesday morning, another good thing is that we are going to wake up to another nice day for us. Low 60s, upper 50s, still rather uniform for us as we're waking up to our Tuesday morning. Lunchtime hours, we're going to be pretty similar to what we are for today. Upper 70s, but by the time we get into our evening, we are looking for temperatures to start to rise just a bit more. So it'll be into the lower 80s, especially from Madison to Lone Rock, but areas just into the southwest near Crawford County and Grant County could see those upper 70s still holding firm for Prairie du Chien and for Platteville. As we go into our Tuesday evening, we're still looking rather dry. Could see a little bit more of that cloud cover starting to fall apart. And going into Tuesday night, we're looking for mostly clear skies, but temperatures are going to be a bit more mild as we transition into our Wednesday morning. A bit more of those lower 60s and upper 50s for a few areas, especially near Dane County and towards Greene and Rock County as well. As we get into our Wednesday afternoon, we'll start to see, again, another warmer pattern into those lower 80s rolling in by the time we get into around the 5 p.m. commute. But we're going to be watching for developments just north of central Wisconsin that could start to lead into some rain chances for us as we get into the mid part of this week. Now, Thursday is what we're going to be looking at for our best chance to start to see some rain. Could see these developments late Wednesday nights, especially around the midnight hour, but as we're waking up into around the 6 to 7 o'clock morning commute, could start to see a bit more widespread showers or potentially even some thunderstorms as we are waking up going into our Thursday, and that's going to last until about our Thursday afternoon. Our best chance to see some more rain will potentially come back as we get into our Sunday. So there's a few things to just keep in mind as we go throughout the rest of this week, because we can kind of forget about it, especially since it's going to be so gorgeous to start off from Monday into Tuesday. Wednesday is going to be one of the warmer days as we're still in around the 82-degree range, but the lower 80s will stick around. But then as we go into Thursday, we're looking for that chance of some thunderstorms and even some rainfall to really start to take hold. And then heading into this weekend, it's not going to be too bad, not too many opportunities to see some showers or storms, but Sunday morning is one other area we are going to be watching for in Sunday afternoon as well, Mark. But overall, at least for the next 5 days, many of the weather days are going to be pretty good for us.
Next weekend's a long ways off. We'll enjoy this while we can.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Thanks, Julian. Yep. Well, Howard's in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen now whipping up a pasta dish that he says is simply amazing.
If you think it takes too long to make a to-die-for from-scratch dinner that your family will love, it's time to think again. That's right. You probably have the ingredients right in your pantry. So let's get started. We begin by sautéing some chopped garlic and onion in a good amount of olive oil until they're tender. To that, we add a can of crushed tomatoes, some black olives that we've cut in half, and a little salt and pepper. While this simmers for a bit, we drain some pasta that will serve it over. Now we add chicken broth and a little sugar. You see, the sugar reduces the acidity in the tomatoes. Come dinner time, all that's left to do is serve our homemade sauce over a piping hot pasta and top it with fresh basil. Maybe team that with a salad and a loaf of crusty bread for a meal that's restaurant worthy. To get the recipe for what we call pasta rustica, all you have to do is visit our website. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found one of Kelly's favorite ways for you to say, ooh, it's so good. Yummy?
Ahead at noon, Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company is here answering your plant and garden questions. The number to call 608-270-9933. We'll get to your calls right after this.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
What does your retirement future look like? With a well-built retirement, your future can look bright. Your financial home secure. Retirements are built here every day. Call now and start building yours.
From loud construction to music blaring and those annoying insects that disrupt your sleep. Things can get noisy outside, but you can enjoy some peace and quiet inside with new Eco Sky windows exclusively from Mad City, featuring noise-reducing glass to soundproof your home. And be sure to ask about grid design inside the glass for easy cleaning. Don't miss out. 30 homeowners who need new windows will save with free installation on a house full of new windows. 18 months, no interest, no payments. Senior military discounts. We're going to take before and after pictures and compensate you for your time. Last chance to call during this program and receive a free $50 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call now with zip code and location to qualify. 608-338-1616. That's 608-338-1616.
This is Connie Ryan of Ryan Funeral Homes. While things have changed, it's still necessary for families to stay connected. And when it comes to the loss of a loved one, it's important to process and grieve and honor your loved one in a way that keeps everyone safe. We're doing this through intimate services and private virtual streaming so your family can be part of the service no matter where they are. Ryan Funeral Homes are here with your safety in mind and compassionate care in your time of need.
I'm Tim Michaels. I'm not a politician. I'm a businessman who helped build a great Wisconsin company and created thousands of jobs. Tony Evers, Joe Biden, they're two peas in a pod. Both career politicians and way over their head, failing the country and the state of Wisconsin. That's why I'm running. We need to have strong, proven executive leadership in Madison that can get things done and make this state as great as it can be.
Time is of the essence when planning for retirement, so take the time now to make sure yours is well built. Retirements are built here every day. Retirement Income Planning, LLC.
Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company is here answering your plant and garden questions. The number to call 608-270-9933. What'd you bring along today?
I brought a gaillardia. So this is another one of those sort of things that looks like a coneflower, like black-eyed Susans. I like gaillardia. They're shorter and denser, and they have these great sort of bi-colored flowers. So yeah, sunny spot in your garden.
This one looks different than this.
Well, they're just starting out.
Oh,
so
okay.
These are the petals, and then they emerge in sort of, you know, unevenly.
And
then they
like
do this, yep, and then the petals drop.
Okay.
Yeah, pollinators like them. So they like any of the things with these cone-shaped whatnots.
And it's a perennial.
This is a perennial here, yes.
All right, the whatnots on it.
That's a technical term.
Let's go to the calls. We'll start with Ron in Madison. Hi, Ron. What's your question?
Hello.
Ron, you there? Go ahead, Ron.
Oh, I was looking for a person that would come into my place of residence here and go over all the flowers, replant them, and clean them up, trim them, replant them.
Well, the Bruce Company does have a division that does work in people's houses, so you can give them a call at the plant desk, and we can fill out a form for you and send that. Or another thing to do is, if you know what you want done, check and see if you've got some kids in your neighborhood. Like if you have a neighborhood newsletter, there are lots of times that there are young people in your neighborhood that want to earn some extra money. And under supervision, they can do a really good job.
All right. Best of luck. Let's go to Doris in Cross Plains. Hi, Doris. What's your question?
I'm just wondering about my rhubarb. Do I cut that off? Do I pull it out? Or what do I do that for the winter?
Don't do anything to it yet, Doris. Don't feed it now, but you can just leave it alone. I wouldn't harvest anymore. But once the temperature starts to get colder and it gets closer to frost, then you can cut it back, do a really good cleanup, so get all of those old leaves and stems out and dispose of them. And then if you want to apply like some manure or compost or fertilizer like that, you can do it then. But for right now, it's just fine.
Just leave it be.
Leave it be.
All right, Debbie in Partyville. Hi, Debbie.
Hi, I'm wondering how and when to transplant. I bought a hydrangea bush a year ago, and it's just in the wrong spot in the garden. So I'm wondering, can I transplant it this fall, or is it better to wait till spring?
Better to wait until spring, especially if it's one of the ones that dies back to the ground, like the big leaf or the smooth leaf, the ones that have the ball-shaped flowers. Best to do that as soon as you can get your shovel into the soil and a lot of the moisture is out of the soil. It's the plant to be coming up. You can cut it back then and then go ahead and move it.
Okay, good enough. Jim in Madison. Hi, Jim.
Hi.
Hi, what's your question?
My question is, I have these saplings growing up wild in my yard, and I saw them down, but then they'll grow back up. If I saw them down above the ground, they use that as a bud union and grow from there. Is there something I can pour on them, or what should I do to keep them from growing back?
There are a couple of different products, Jim, that you can use. One is called Brush Killer, and the other one I think is called Stump and Vine Killer. And when you make a fresh cut with your pruners or your saw or whatever you're using, then this is a liquid product, and you would take like one of those foam brushes that you get at the hardware store, and actually we sell them too, and dip it into the product and then brush it right on that cut surface. The plant will take that into the roots and will kill the roots. So that's the best way to deal with them.
Okay. Greg in Madison. Hi, Greg. What's your question?
I've got hostas and bee balm that are getting eaten up, and I'm wondering if it's the chipmunks.
It's probably more likely to be rabbits than chipmunks. So there are a couple of things you're going to want to use a repellent, a scent repellent. I like the sort of predator urine products, but Gail has a new one. It's a little tube, and it's concentrated garlic oil or garlic essence, and you can just hang the tube on your plants, and it's supposed to work like a charm. She's had really good feedback from other customers. I haven't tried it yet myself, but it looks super promising.
All right. We're out of time. If you're on the line, stay there. Lisa will talk to you off the air. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
See you next time. Here's Julie and one final check of the forecast.
Well, the good news is that the next couple of days are going to just be picture perfect for us. We're going to see a bit more of a warm up from Tuesday into Wednesday into those lower 80s, but we are going to be watching for some thunderstorm or even rain chances coming in late Wednesday night into our Thursday as well. Those are going to be the days to really watch for throughout the work week, but heading into the weekend, Mark, still has some chances of rain as well.
All right, Julian, thank you. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you back here at 4 o'clock. In the meantime, have a great afternoon.